Hi guys, coming to you live today from the McDonald's at Clermont-Ferrand. There may be people walking past today, but that's totally okay.
we want
Should I
to
clip it as well?
we want to give you guys the real like live versions of us. That means people walking by, people staring at us because we're so beautiful.
Big back meals.
Exactly.
Today, well, I posted a little travel vlog that maybe you guys would see on TikTok where we checked into our beautiful, well, actually first start by saying today.
We're doing our day 3 recap.
I know.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
true. Okay, sorry. Today is day three's recap. We're on day four, but we're like a day ahead. So we're
Yeah.
gonna give you guys our day three
Oh
recap.
my god, yeah, so last time they saw us we were on the bus.
Last time they saw us, we were on the bus to Orléans. This is gonna be tough. I mean,
They walked really slow. No, it's fine. Oh, sorry. Okay, so yeah, we
um,
were we were on the bus and we had just finished recording and we were really looking forward to Orléans because we heard that it was nice and we were
yeah,
excited to see it because the firefighter was like it's a beautiful place.
yeah.
Yeah. And
Cedric,
Cedric,
our
shout out.
daddy. Shout out to our father-in-law. Him and our mommy and
Mommy and dad.
they really took care of us while we were
Genuinely.
in that city. Where was it? Oh, Dusan.
Dusan Passé.
Caesarville, Dusanville, wherever we ended up.
Caesarville, Dusanville.
Yeah.
Duceville.
So oh my god, actually, it was so sweet. I don't know. We probably mentioned this in the last one, though, but
Oh, yeah.
mommy dropped us off. And they kind of like watched us go on the train and stuff. Or on the bus. It was really cute. And then we, took the bus to Orléans.
Yeah, early on. And then what did we do? We ate. So we're really excited to talk to you guys because we want to really show you like the real stuff and what it takes to like travel with two people because sometimes you're not always on the same page and instead of being people to get like maybe a bit like frustrated by that or to be like, well, fine, I'll just do what you want to do, or vice versa, having that other person do what you want to do. I think over the years we've learned to just kind of like make sure that we both do what we want to do and make sure that we're both happy
Yeah.
as opposed to one of us trying to sacrifice for the other person.
And I will say that's come with like years of traveling together. Like, I think honestly, we would fight a lot when we first started taking trips, or
Yeah.
because we've always, throughout most of our friendship, lived in different countries and or
Yeah.
cities. So we'd have to travel to see each other or to spend time together. We'd like always want to travel. And
Yeah.
we had a lot of fights in our travels in the past. But I think because it's been a tumultuous time. No, but I just mean like over time, like we've gotten more and more comfortable because I think sometimes like you have to be really comfortable with your friends to be like not getting your feelings hurt when things happen and whatever. And like even with us
Yeah.
now, like we'll still sometimes get our feelings hurt, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, yeah, to give you guys a little
Yeah.
basically
Should we go into
seeing
like Chicago?
maybe at the end. At
Okay.
the end we'll tell you guys about our past fights
Yeah,
because
Chicago.
it might ruin
Yeah.
everything. No, I'm just
That's
kidding.
not,
The whole trip.
you haven't moved on.
No. Have you? No. I wasn't mad in Chicago.
We were. Oh yeah,
No,
no.
no,
I
I
was,
was okay. Or like I was remember. Okay, we'll talk about it.
yeah.
Later.
Okay, we'll save it to the end.
Anyways, so continue what you were saying about.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna show you guys.
yeah. So for
How we
some
deal.
reason, like we were both in agreement to at least just book Paris, and then we'll like book as the nights go on and the walk goes on. But I think it's been kind of a stressor for us being too relaxed about booking and everything.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
we've now decided to like book at least 3 days ahead, if not four, because we don't want to just be. We've been doing so much of like, okay, we're on the walk, but we have to like book our place and we have to ask for early check-in, and the people decline on an Airbnb because they're like,
It's the day of.
it's the day of. They're like, I'm not
request the
ready.
day of.
Yeah, and it's just been a bit of a mess. So we also agreed that we'd like couch surf here and there. So I was like, oh, let's do that in Orleans or Orlania or whatever.
Orléans.
Orleans.
Orléans.
Orleans. Let's do that in Orleans. Like, I feel like that's a big town. There will be some couch surfing. So the night before, I was showing Amna the people who were offering the couch surfing, but some people don't have a lot of pictures or anything. And I was like, this one is literally just like a couch. Some people have private rooms. We were both really down for that. And then someone's like, well, look, I'll take you guys, but I just have a couch. She also had an air mattress. I
Oh,
was like, so you
talk
had a lot
about
of,
spoiled.
yeah,
But I will say I have never really done couch surfing before, so I think that's why I
yeah,
was kind of like, I don't know what it's like, and I don't know how comfortable. And I also feel like if I'm not paying, I don't know, like I don't know what we're allowed to do or not. Even with Airbnb,
no,
like recently we've been staying like in a room in someone's house, and it just feels like
yeah,
you have to be so much more respectful of
yeah,
everything. And
yeah,
that's not
yeah,
necessarily a bad thing, but it's kind of annoying because I'm like, when you're at a hotel, you can just like leave everything a mess and just run out. So
yeah,
I think that part also stresses me out of like you have to be social, you have to be respectful. It's like it's
yeah,
like staying with a friend,
yeah, exactly,
which is really
yeah.
nice, but you know.
Depends on the friend. No, I'm kidding. No, not you.
I'm just
No.
kidding.
So yeah, I think we were just at the point where we were a bit unsure about the couch surfer because again there were no pictures or anything, but I was pretty like on board and I was like, oh Amna, like, do you just want to even like check it out just to see? And Amna was like, yeah, maybe, but I also know myself. And I feel like that's really key is actually knowing yourself, knowing your limits and your boundaries and sticking to it. Because I
Yeah.
feel like maybe in the past, like again, like when you want something that someone else doesn't want, you're willing to fold for it because you're just a bit uncertain or you're like, oh, I'm not really that strong. I'm wavering
Hmm.
on the thing that I want, so I'm just gonna go for it. But then you're pissed off. So I'm just like, I don't want to be pissed. Like this is what I
Yeah,
want.
or like
Yeah.
secretly annoyed the whole time, or maybe thinking like I would
Yeah.
have rather kind of done this. And I feel like
Yeah.
over time, like as you travel more and more with friends, you realize, especially if it's like with two people, it's a little different because you don't want to
Yeah.
like if you're traveling with someone that's not that comfortable or something, you don't want to abandon
Yeah.
them. But we're
Yeah.
both like pretty independent and we're pretty confident travelers.
Yeah.
We both like traveled on our own and we're fine. Like neither of us are like babies. So for me, I'm like, we'll be fine, and like it'll totally be fine for us to just like have a night doing whatever either of us want and meet up later.
Yeah.
And yeah, I feel like you just have to kind of learn that as you travel more and more. Like if you're in a group, don't be like, ugh, well everybody wants to go to dinner here, or I really want to go see this cool museum but nobody else wants to go, so I'm going to do what everyone wants
Yeah.
to do, and
Yeah.
then be kind of bitter I left the city without seeing that, you
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
know?
yeah. And then you're pissy and you're mad. Like, and
Yeah.
your friends are like, well, what's wrong? And they have no clue. And it's like, well, but did you communicate as well?
Or
Did
you
you?
could just be like, hey, I'm going to go do this activity and I'll meet up with you guys later. Because maybe someone else in the group is
Yeah.
like, oh, I'll come with you instead of doing this
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I feel like we're definitely just at that point. And it's also like, I get that it's our trip,
Hmm.
but it's also each of our trip
Individually.
individually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, let's make sure that we're also having the trip that we want.
Yeah, as individuals.
Yeah.
And I recently, this is a little bit off topic, but I recently went to Hawaii with a group of friends, and in that trip, for example, like, you know, one of our friends maybe wasn't having the most ideal time, and I literally was like, every
Yeah.
single one of us put in time off and spent so much
Yeah.
money to be here. It's no
Yeah.
one should be having a bad time, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
when you're
Absolutely.
dedicating like time off and money, and you have all these
Yeah.
expectations, you're going to somewhere you're really excited to go, you each person deserves to have the experience they want. I think we
Yeah.
both just have a lot of respect for that because we both travel a lot and we both just like have been friends for a really long time, so it's easy to
Yeah.
just be like, okay, like I could do that, but I think I'm gonna explore this other option. It's like, yeah, I'll just see you later, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And that's what we did. If you couldn't tell from the way we.
Before we tell you, we're doing what Grace does, where you do the thing and then you drop the
You
story,
reveal.
and yeah, the reveal comes later.
The reveal is that we separated for last night.
So
So
day 3 was separate, only
yeah,
for
only the
past
evening.
6 p.m.
Yeah, just for literally a couple of hours.
What time did we
Right.
arrive to Orléans? Like at
Like,
noon?
wasn't it? Oh, wasn't it? Yeah, one.
Around 1. So we
Yeah,
got there around 1, and then we ate something?
yeah. We ate Chinese food.
The worst option. Oh, because we saw this guy at the bus stop eating Tasty Krusty or something like that.
Yeah,
And I was like, wait, I really want that. And we looked it up. We couldn't find it.
it
And
was really
then,
hard to find, and
yeah.
we just kind of gave up because we didn't have breakfast because we ate all of our breakfast, which you guys knew that I think from the bus.
the bus. I think we were like starving by the time we got here.
Yeah. So we searched everywhere, but we couldn't find tasty crusty crab pizza. So we just had the Chinese food, and it was a
Yeah.
mistake because it just
It was
wasn't
really
that nice.
nasty. It was
It
really
was
really
just
nasty.
like there were better options, but we folded really quickly and just went with that. And we ate that, and then
Went to the couch surfers.
we went to the couch surfer. Gwen,
Wait,
shout
what
out to
about
Gwen.
people that don't know what couch surfer is? Can you tell them like what it is and how it works and stuff? Because there's probably a lot of people that don't know about apps and tell them about BlaBlaCar.
Yeah.
No, I'm dead serious. We can tell them about Jean-Luc today.
Oh yeah.
And then just update them tomorrow on what actually happened. Like tell them about the message.
Okay. So basically,
The youth.
the youth of
The
France.
youths are walking past.
so
And now the youths are smiling at us.
so basically, and they've just said some shit.
And now they're talking
They're ready.
French
Are they
at
ready to
us.
fight? Okay, sorry.
Anyways,
So
okay.
sorry.
So
Guys, the
if they
realist,
snatch my phone, I can outrun you. Just by the way,
the realist came out for a bit. Sorry, guys.
that would be so. You're gonna, as a social worker, you're gonna have to call that. No, but it'd be so funny. Part of the video is just running.
all caught on camera.
Let
Yeah.
me sit more in the corner. Let me be in a ready position.
So basically, couch surfing is honestly like it's saved my life. No, not to be too dramatic because it's probably not saved my life. But basically, couch surfing is a website slash app. It's a platform that you can go, and if you're traveling anywhere, and I mean anywhere, like guys, I couch surfed in San Diego, which is
in
like
Austin.
in Austin, yeah, like which is America. And it doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm traveling to like South Africa and need somewhere to stay. It can literally be even in like again in Texas in your own home state. But you find people who have space to offer you for the night, and this could be a couch, it could be a private room, it could be an air mattress, it could be honestly anything. I think we saw today that it was like a girl being like, oh, if you're another girl we can share my bed, like
Yeah, literally
Which
a
was
girl
like-
that was. And then also today I was scrolling through it because I wasn't that familiar with Couchsurfer, but I know Maria's used it a lot, and like I've had other friends or like people tell me about it or whatever. And then today we were scrolling through it, and some people are naturalists, so you have to be aware of that.
Yeah, warning for anybody. There's quite a few of there's quite there's quite sorry, always in fight mode. There's quite a few naturalists on the app, and I literally have never even messaged any of those people because I'm like, I'm scared. Like,
What is
I don't
a
wanna-
naturalist?
A naturalist is someone who just wants to be naturally naked and like
So basically, there's like nudists on the app, which I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
I'm just gonna naturally assume you're a freak if you do stuff like that. I know that's probably bad to say, but I'm not like quite open-minded enough to be like totally, in that. So, but 99% of everyone, 99,
yeah, sure, yeah.
80% of everyone else on the app, there's a lot of people. And then like Maria was saying, one time she stayed with someone who had a mansion and she got to pick whatever room she wanted to stay in. Like
Yeah.
some people,
Oh my
I think most
gosh.
of the people on Couchsurfer, what I've noticed, are people that have budget traveled maybe in their younger years or at some point in their life, and recognize how incredible the connections you make and the hostels when you're solo traveling, and then they just kind of want to pay it back, and they also love the connections you get to make.
Yeah, literally. Like even Gwen, the couch surfing today, he was like, or yesterday, he was like, oh yeah, I went to her wedding.
Yeah, he was telling us all the stories of the different connections he made,
Yeah.
and he stayed with some architecture professor that also played baseball, or not baseball, water polo, and yeah, he was just telling us all these stories of all these really incredible people that he's met and stuff.
Yeah, it was really awesome. And really quickly, the mansion guy. So basically, I was in Brela, which is in Croatia, and I was going down to Dubrovnik, and I don't know how I found him, but basically I don't know if it was blah blah, I don't know what I was using, but it was basically like I found him and he gave me a ride down to Dubrovnik, and he was like, oh, by the way, I actually am on couch surfing, just send a request. And I was like, okay, sure, send a request. Just thought it was a like random act of kindness, and we got to his place and it was like a 10-bedroom mansion. And his couch surfing, it's okay, yeah. His couch surfing profile was literally just like pictures of himself, and it was just like maybe one picture of one of the rooms, and I was just like, this is crazy. He was like, yeah, I don't like to show that I have this huge house because I don't want to attract the wrong people. And I literally was like having the time of my life in this huge house. And of course, I picked the room with the skylight because I'm a skylight girl. But basically, all that to say is that, like, and also I can only speak for myself because I have a friend, had a friend who did have a bit of negative experiences on couch surfing. So I'll be real, like, you do have to be careful
Yeah.
because like creeps are everywhere, especially couch surfing. It is a place for someone to easily be a creep.
And if you're like a female solo traveler, obviously just
Yeah.
like take precaution. I'm a very cautious, like me and Maria, obviously,
Yeah.
I feel like we're a good duo because I'm like overly suspicious and cautious and like not very
And I'm
trusting. and
underly.
you're very like trusting and more open, and it's just kind of like use your discretion. I feel
Yeah.
like with, can we say his name? Gwen, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the couch surfer that you booked with yesterday, it was like within a second of meeting him, I was like, this is the safest person like I've ever met. Like you can just tell by the environment, you can tell by the person. Like I'm not gonna say you can always do that,
Yeah.
but I feel like 90% of the time your intuition kind of tells
Yeah,
you.
just
But
trust your gut.
but if you're traveling solo, like, I don't know, you just have to be a little bit more careful, I
Yeah,
think,
of
in the situations you put yourself in.
course.
But at the same time, like,
Yeah.
you can just give it a try, really chat with the person, really. Maybe if it's a couple, it feels a little bit safer. If it's someone with a
Yeah.
family, or if it's
Yeah.
another female, unless it was that one that we found that was like, share a
Sleep
bed
in
with
my
me.
bed. Yeah. Like, no, thank
Um,
you.
That's like so generous. Like, thank you. You're too
Yeah.
kind.
I'll sleep on the floor. It's okay.
I'll sleep on the yoga mat because I'm pretty sure she said she had a couch and a yoga mat, or you can share the bed with her. And I'm like, a yoga mat.
yeah,
But
yeah.
tough times call for
Tough measures,
I guess.
But yeah, so that's couch surfing. Use my code linked. No, I'm kidding. It for 5% off. Also, what like safety tip, you can only book with people who are verified members, so that means they had to have their like government ID verified and all of this stuff, so that's also a safety thing. But like this podcast isn't about couch surfing, so we'll keep it moving to blah blah car.
To the second sponsor of this video, blah blah blah.
We should actually send this to them.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, so by the time this video is uploaded, which will be in the next 24 hours, we're going to already have a brand deal with BlaBlaCar and Couchsurfing.
Although, aren't they both like non-money? Were they? Or what?
Cost. We paid.
Oh, you pay to get on there?
No, but so you know how it was like, what was it, $64?
Oh, you paid for Couchsurfing?
No, sorry. Oh, BlaBlaCar.
Oh, for
But,
BlaBla.
like they took like $15 of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
and then Couchsurfing
BlaBlaCar
does
gets
actually
paid.
cost.
As well?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought these were all like free for some reason.
So
Well, not
Couchsurfing,
BlaBla. I knew we paid for that.
I feel like I paid at the very beginning to be verified, but now that I've stopped, and it's for a year, it's like $30 or something, which isn't bad. But now that I have not paid anymore, I'm considered unverified.
So they could use our sponsorship as well.
Yeah,
Or like they
exactly.
can sponsor.
Yeah, but because I have enough references, positive references, I
No,
don't
it
care.
doesn't matter.
I don't need to. Oh, I don't need to verify myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so after we ate, we went over to Gwen's. We got acquainted with Gwen and his sister and his beautiful place, and shared some stories and some laughs. We had some. We had some laughs. We had a lot of giggles. It genuinely was a good time. I was having a really good time in there.
Yeah.
And then we went and walked around the
We
cathedral.
wandered, got some food. We got
More?
hot chocolate, some slimy hot chocolate.
Ugh.
It was
From
actually
the annoying guy that was trying to charge us extra for making him speak English to us, even though he seemed like an immigrant.
it's giving xenophobia.
Yeah. But yeah, we got some food, went to the cathedral, and then we went our separate ways.
Yeah.
And I guess we can do our separate nights. I mean, I really didn't get up to much, to be honest. I walked to my bus stop. I went through the turmoil of figuring out how to get a ticket, which wasn't really that hard. I just had to download an app, but it took me a really long time. It took me up until I was on the bus to figure it out, and then the bus driver just let me pop on. And then, yeah, I took the bus and walked through a really quiet, beautiful neighborhood, got to my Airbnb and met my wonderful, chill host in her beautiful house. And I literally just like showered and settled into... Let's give it a minute. McDonald's is busy in France.
McDo is popping.
McDo be popping. But the thing is, the food is better here. Like, if you eat
Yeah.
a McChicken, I just had a McChicken, it feels like you ate a sandwich. When you eat a McChicken in America, it feels like you're still hungry for more. Because America is trying to poison you all. That's why we don't get views. I'm just kidding, because we say that. I'm just kidding. But, Anyway, so yeah, and then I just literally like showered and tucked in and read my book, read like 2 pages of my book, Braiding Sweetgrass, and then watched Is It Cake and tried to upload our day one, day two recaps. And then like still ended up barely getting any sleep. But yeah, that was really my night. And then I set my alarm for 6:30 as we had planned to meet at 8:30 a.m. with our blah blah car, Jean-Luc.
Yeah, that sounds like a very chill night, honestly.
I had like such a chill night. It was just really chill. I did my face mask, my whitening strip. I just like really relaxed.
Yeah.
And then I did see a cockroach, and then the whole rest of the night I kept waking up being like, because I thought it'd be like on my face. But it was chill. It was a far cocky. But yeah, what about you? How was your night? Or you can take a bite.
So my night
ASMR.
ASMR, my night was actually like pretty chill-ish. So after you left, I actually just like walked down to the river, which would have been really nice.
Oh,
there
really?
was like a street with a bunch of like bars and like things popping off, and then like by the river there was like a big O, like multiple O's, like for Orleans and stuff.
Aww.
It was just really cute to see, but my feet hurt so much, so I like just walked from the river back to Gwen's spot, and then I chilled for like an hour. I got there, and this was actually so cute. Like him and his sister were on the couch, like his sister was watching TV, he was on his laptop doing something, and I sat like next to them, like on
In the middle?
part. Oh,
You're like,
I'm the sister now.
yeah.
I sat on the long part of the couch, and I literally was just like on my phone chilling next to them, and I was like, this feels like family.
Mhm.
Like, and I felt like it was very like, it was pretty much family. Like, we're all African.
Aw. Yeah, I wouldn't have fit in. I would have been like the adopted orphan. That's why you should have told him that's why I didn't stay there. She didn't feel comfortable because she wasn't African. I'm just kidding. There was like a tone of like, oh, I don't want to stay there, and it really wasn't that. I was just like, we've been I was gonna say we've been bumming it, but like before that we were like a bougie. Like we had like a two floor. Anyway, I mean I like being comfy. I'm a hotel girl.
Yeah,
But-
that's fine. Yeah.
Voilà.
And so then we went out. So I went out with Gwen, and I met one of his friends, and we had dinner. And it was really yummy. I had a medium rare burger that was a bit more on the rare side. So I was really nervous about waking up with food poisoning this morning, but I'm fine. I live to tell the story. And then, yeah, we went to a nice bar, just chilled. I just drink water because I don't really drink like that, like ever really. And it was a good night. And then we went back home, and yeah, we booked our blah blah car. So blah blah car is a carpooling carpooling app, and you literally just like type in where you want to go, and you find people who are going that same direction and that can drop you off, and you just pay what you'd pay what you'd probably pay for a bus. To be fair, that's what we did. The bus was going to cost anyways like
27.
yeah, like
each.
yeah, we probably paid a bit more, but we had the comfort of just being in a car and being fast because we got there in 2.5 hours.
Yeah, it was like speedy, like, and it
Yeah.
was chill. Like it was just nice. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's blah blah car. So we confirmed it. Oh my gosh, y'all. So the French, I basically Amna and I were in two separate locations, and I was like, okay, if Amna can get to me, which I didn't know where she was, like maybe he can pick us up in the morning. So all I did was message, hey, do you mind just like picking us up from here? I sent him the location, and he flipped like so hard.
It was kind of more like when your friend starts going to therapy and all of a sudden they like have really strong boundaries, or they like the therapist teaches them how to communicate their boundaries. It was giving that. He was like, I'm surprised that you would even ask me that when you know what I have going. Or like it was just like he wasn't like mad, but he was just like, I have to state my boundary vibes.
Like a no wasn't enough.
Not for him. He was so shocked and surprised. He was like, fell back in his chair. He was actually really, really sweet, but I mean, we'll talk about that
Tomorrow.
on day 4. Day 3, we were just laughing so hard about that because he was like, I'm so surprised you would even ask me to come pick you up when you know I have a 6-hour drive ahead of me.
I'm driving 600 kilometers tomorrow, and on my profile it says no detours.
It was a long message, I feel like.
It was really. We'll link it. We'll pop it in.
Yeah, we'll pop it in because it was really funny. Even though every time we say that, we don't do it because I do the editing. And if you watch the day one recap, we literally do the intro and the day one recap, and then I'm like, we'll start again. That was awkward. And then she claps, and then I keep it all in there.
If you guys want to see something that we said we would link but didn't link, please
Message
just
me directly.
let us know in the comments and we will eventually link it. How does that sound to you guys? Great. That's the plan.
You guys, you know what? It's you have to comment for like something for
100 comments and we'll drop
100 comments and we'll drop a video of all the links from the first pod forward.
from Let's Chat GPT.
Yeah, all the way from Let's Chat GPT era.
From our OG days before we rebranded and became better women.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so and then after dinner, yeah, we went back to, oh my god, Gwen walked so fast, y'all, and my feet hurt. I was like, I can't even keep up. But basically got back to the spot and I showered and I honestly like clonked out. Normally I'm on my phone for a bit, but I was like, just put your phone down and go to bed, girl. And it was like 11 something, maybe midnight. So yeah, that was our day yesterday.
I spent another night tossing and turning. So since you guys have been kind of getting updates on every night's sleep, I've been it wasn't an anxiety toss turn. It was just like well, maybe because the cockroach, but it was more cockroach related this time. And I think the eating at night, like I've been having a lot of chocolate eclairs. I think like having some kind of sugar or a meal so close to bed like makes it hard for me. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, I didn't sleep that well, but that was our day 3.
Our day 3.
It was really fun, but as you noticed, there was no walking.
There was no walking, but that was our rest day. Yeah, yesterday was our rest day.
Yeah,
that's
yesterday
why.
was our rest day. Today was our travel day. Tomorrow we're gonna be back to
walking
in some steps.
Yeah,
we have been still hitting good steps, but
Yeah.
tomorrow's gonna be more. But we actually decided to stay another night where we're staying today. So we're gonna have 2 days exploring this beautiful city in the mountains that Gwen actually suggested.
Yeah,
We totally actually changed our route on day 3.
Yeah,
Day 3, we had a conversation with Gwen, Maria's couch surfer buddy.
Yep.
And he let us know about a mountain range that is like just before the Pyrenees Mountains, and we were supposed to originally go to Limoges.
Yeah.
But we actually rerouted, so we're in a different location, which we will tell you guys about tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we've decided to stay here for 2 days because it's beautiful, but we're going to be trekking the mountain paths and doing some hiking while we're here until we walk away from the city to the next location.
Because we will be walking. So we're walking tomorrow, but we're going to be like on the set up the mountains, and then the next day we're walking as well. But the thing is that it's really about the journey. It's not about how you make the journey.
Yeah. Whatever you need to tell yourself. No, but it is. I think the whole, like, our whole objective is just slow travel, basically.
Yeah.
It's more slow traveling our way to Barcelona and just, like, exploring what we find. And if you fall in love with a little cute mountain town, who's to say we're not going to stay another day? Because it's gorgeous here. The McDonald's is popping. But it is. It's really good. And we just had a fun little adventure from our beautiful spot. And what are we at? I think you guys will hear all. Is that 27 minutes? It's getting shorter every day. We're too efficient.
It's 29. Okay.
Okay, let's give you 5 more minutes. No, I'm just
reflections.
Oh, wait. No, wait. At the beginning, we said we were going to tell a story.
Which one? Oh, yeah. Our
Chicago. And then we can also do you want to do reflections then end on Chicago?
Oh my god, that shouldn't.
Because Chicago's going to really, like, we're going to have to really, like, memory bank.
Sorry, that's a sink or something.
My reflections so far have been... We actually had a lot of reflections today, but I feel like we kind of vomited them all in the room earlier.
Yeah. Wait, what's wrong with telling the Chicago story?
No, nothing. I just was like, I was saying we really have to dig through the memory bank and
honestly,
remember.
I think it was just... We were just on different vibes. That's all it was. It's like you were kind of more in your party.
What year was this?
20... When I had purple hair. 2019, 2018.
Okay, so basically at some point when I was Was I in college still? No.
No, it was after.
So I was living in Austin. Oh my god, I was working 2 jobs in Austin. Do you every time we try to tell a story or start a pod, I give the most like I'm like, wait. Let
Wait,
me give the
you need
important
to know
details.
that I was working.
Like in day 2, I was like, wait, we have to tell them. We walked through a lot of different landscapes. No, but I'm just trying to remember. Yeah, I was working 2 jobs at the time, and I remember I had to fight for my life to get time off because I would work my first job, which was like the same job I do now, basically, and then I worked as like a research assistant right after that, like 5 to something, and it was really hard to get time off both jobs, and I had to
Yeah.
fight in the second one, and I literally remember rushing and like being like, get me out of here. Basically fighting with them and being like, I'm taking the time off, I don't care
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
But yeah, so I was in Austin at the time, and Maria was working in Chicago doing music
Like inner city.
with inner city
Inner
kids.
city kids. I was
Teaching them music?
yeah, I was running the camp. I was running the summer program where we gave private music lessons to children who weren't able to afford them otherwise. So I
You were
was
doing a lot.
I was doing a lot, and I don't know if it was my first or second summer in Chicago. I honestly can't remember, but I was also just like hanging around a lot of like friends and going to like poetry jam nights and all of that stuff, and like hanging around like Southside Chicago quite a bit, and just kind of feeling, I think I was going through like a really introspective time, and I was like getting more of my like spiritual shit, but then also like my social justice shit a bit more.
Mm.
So I felt like that was kind of the energy that I like came with, and I was so excited when Amna was like, "Oh yeah, I'll come to Chicago with you," and I was like, "Oh my god, we're gonna have a great time. We're gonna have a blast." And I was already having a great time with like my friends doing what we were doing,
Yeah.
and was just like, "Oh yeah, I'll like just continue like when you get there."
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And then I don't like remember, but I was living in Austin at the time, so I was still probably just like going out and having fun and just
Yeah.
doing I don't know. I mean, I've had spiritual shit whatever, but like in real like I was just hanging out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think honestly,
I don't know what I expected or any like I don't know that I had any expectations or anything for the trip. I just was like, we're gonna have fun and we're gonna just like hang around like we normally do.
yeah,
Like around Chicago. I mean, I don't really remember the things that we like. I know one of the things that I was getting annoyed at is that Chicago's like really hard to get around, right?
yeah.
Like
When we were
driving wise,
driving,
and
yeah,
we did we drive?
yeah.
But I like
Your
we'd
phone
get
kept
to one
dying.
place
Oh.
and then what?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say your phone kept dying or something.
Oh, my phone kept dying. My phone must have kept dying that or something. And then I just know that we'd like go to a location and like normally I'm used to like, okay, we'll spend the morning doing this and during the day, and then we go back home and we change and we get cute and then we do the nighttime activities.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of like, we can't go all the way back. And I'm like, I feel crusty and gross. I don't want to like go out or like do something fun
Yeah.
when I feel gross because I'm still in the same outfit I've been wearing all day and I'm sweaty and I'm gross, and my hair looks gross and like I just feel disgusting.
Yeah.
So I think that was something, but I don't know. I don't like honestly really remember everything. I felt like we had fun for most of it, like
yeah, I think it was
walking
literally
around
just the
Chicago.
like last day or something or last.
But
yeah.
what even happened?
I felt like remember when we went to that like open mic night outside?
Oh,
yeah,
you took me to the ghetto. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, that's right. So, okay, were we going out the same night or something?
I think so. Yeah.
Because here's the thing. So but first of all, I do want to say I remember parts of that trip and like walking around the neighborhoods and stuff. It was like super beautiful. We had so much
and
fun.
we went up to the tower.
We went to the,
with
oh,
the
we took
views.
some prom pictures at the tower. We had so much fun. It was still the same silly vibes.
Yeah.
And then we went to the ocean
oh,
or
yeah,
the lake or
Michigan.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to the lake and we took some Polaroids and had fun there. And then we were planning on like going out or something. So I remember I was like in kind of like a showy outfit, a little bit more open type of outfit.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
And then you were like, well, we're gonna go to this poetry jam first that my friends are at, blah blah whatever. And like I think I just wanted a heads up of like,
yeah.
oh, like the area that we're going is like the projects of Chicago. Like I just I think if I had a heads up of like, oh, where we're going is kind of like a little bit more beat down vibes or something. Like I don't know, because I didn't expect it. Like because I was going to poetry jams with my friends in Austin. Like Nikita had poetry and it was like a cute little bar and so I think in my head I was thinking that, and especially because we were dressed the way we were dressed and like gotten all cute and like kind of like attention is gonna come easily even if you're not like in a place where people are standing on like watching you walk there because you're like the only white person or white looking person. And they're all like, hello, girly pop, are you whatever. But it's a good feeling to like feel probably what some people feel in the opposite. But yeah, so I
Yeah.
think it was maybe just like the shock factor and then just the like not feeling like I'm like feeling awkward and like uncomfortable because
Yeah.
I feel like I'm
Yeah.
dressed in a way that I wouldn't feel comfortable being dressed and like whatever.
Yeah. I remember you being like, this is sad. Like
And
the
it was
little like
so
kids are
sad. It was so sad because I'm like, it's the project. Like I feel so bad for like.
And I remember
And then
I
the
was
poetry. I don't remember what the poetry slam is, but I think it was like a little bit emo vibes or no? Was
yeah,
it
I
just
think
fun?
so. No, I
Oh.
think it was like people talking about like their struggles and
Yeah,
everything.
and I was like, and we're supposed to go out after this. Like I'm supposed to go and be like, hey, yeah, I'm a club. What was the song you used today? Oh,
The circle.
yeah, no, not the vibe.
Yeah, and I remember like I felt as though like that was reality, and so I remember getting frustrated of like, but like you can't just have like only like fun. Like there's also just like sad. Like there's also or like also like these people do have joy in their life still, even if it's not like you know living in the twin towers or whatever. Like
Yeah, the
yeah, like
twin tower. Why are we getting political?
just living in like nice fancy like towers and stuff
Yeah,
is
they have
like
joy and they
yeah, and they're like it might be sad to you but it's not sad to them, but also even if like you feel sad it's okay. I was like but
yeah.
it's also okay, and
It was
so
just the timing,
yeah.
and like the timing and the lack of like this is what we're doing. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, I'm in the project.
Yeah. And then I remember you always needed a charger, and I was frustrated
You were
because
getting really mad about
like
that.
I was like you would charge it a bit and then your phone would be like you'd use it, and I was like just like don't use your, so I was like just don't use your phone. Like I only have one charger in the car, so I remember that being a thing as well, so that built tension to, I don't know what the breaking point was, but
I know I'm trying to really think back to what the actual breaking moment was because I feel like it was like in the daytime or something.
yeah, because I remember we like walked separate ways or something down the street.
I don't
And
know.
I was like, and you talked to me, and I was like, I thought you said you weren't going to talk to me anymore. And you were like, obviously, like, we need to talk. And I was like, no.
I just remember in my head being like, I'm just gonna get a flight out tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Like I think I'm pretty positive I had all my stuff packed and I was like, I'm just
yeah,
gonna go
you
home.
were, yeah.
No, I like literally because I'm that type of person. I'm always like gonna have my own back, and I'm like,
Yeah.
literally, we said that today where I was like, if I'm annoyed, I will leave. Literally today, I was telling her, I'm like, I was telling my sister very recently, I don't know how people deal with certain circumstances because if I'm not comfortable, I just have to go. Like I have to leave, or I literally my body like itches me,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I don't want to be here anymore. So I literally in my head was like, I'm just gonna fly home. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like I'm just gonna leave. I was like, I don't even want to look at you.
Oh, yeah. And then we got breakfast in the morning. And
And we laughed it all.
Yeah, we
And we
laughed
were
it
like,
off.
hee, and I was like, I want you dead. No, I'm kidding. I don't remember. But where did I end up sleeping? Just like somewhere separate.
in
or
the
something?
living room, maybe? I don't remember.
On the yoga mat. Yeah, so basically we just kind of like got into this huge fight, literally did not talk, and in my head I
It
was
was like,
like,
yeah.
I need to get out of here. Like I was gonna literally get an Uber to the airport and just like go home. I'm not even kidding. That's like my brain I think is in like independent survival mode, that anytime something happens where I feel like I might again be in a powerless or like some kind of situation, I like immediately plan an escape. I'm like, I have money, I can get an Uber, I can go to the airport, I can go home, it's fine. I don't need to rely on this other person, you know? I know, but that's just like my brain and how it thinks to be safe or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it went into that, and then I mean, obviously, I think we either talked or we didn't. I don't really remember.
We talked in the morning because we were walking to the breakfast spot. I remember that, but we were like on either opposite sides or
of
something.
the road. We mapped separately.
And
Okay.
then I think you were like, "Oh, well, let's talk." And I was like, "You said you were never talking to me again." And you were like, "Well, obviously, obviously not."
I'm still here. I didn't get on the flight, so the Ubers were too expensive. Yeah, and then we just chatted, and I feel like it was just kind of like
We've
always
just understood
had-
each other.
Yeah, I was just kind of like I wasn't ready for the projects, and because I think also I get kind of offended because sometimes I'm like, it made it seem like I am like no ignorant or something for not being
Yeah.
like, ooh, we the project of Chicago. And it's like, sorry, I was a little scared, like I've never been there before. Sorry, I felt kind of like
Yeah.
uncomfortable because I feel like I wasn't dressed appropriately and like people were staring
Yeah.
at me and I'm already like don't like that kind of attention. You know, like it was all these
Yeah.
things where it was just like I'm not like, oh my god, broke people project,
Yeah,
you know, like I'm not like
yeah.
ignorant about it, but it's just kind of like, okay, that doesn't mean I'm comfortable there, you know, or like
Yeah.
in that circumstance and
Yeah. And I
stuff.
remember you being like, I thought we were gonna party and have fun. Like that's
I
the
mean, we were,
vibe you were on. And
yeah.
but also we went to that concert, like Plug Walk. Mm, who sings that song? Rich the Kid?
We went to a concert
Like the
during
after
the trip.
party, like the Rich the
Oh,
Kid,
and
and
we
that was
weren't
like,
having fun. Yeah. It was
yeah,
really weird. Yeah. Also, bad
yeah,
vibes. Yeah.
yeah. So I
We just
think,
were like not really on the same vibe or something. I felt
yeah,
like during the days we had fun, but I don't remember. I don't know. It was like weird
yeah,
vibes,
our
is all we
days
can
were
say.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think just going out, which actually we struggled for a long time with going out together. Like, even in college, we would
yeah.
literally go out together and then on the drives be like, why didn't we have fun? And remember, like, we just always be like overanalyzing it. But I think it's just because we partied differently, I
Yeah,
guess. I'm more like
yeah,
chill, like, be cool. And then you were more like, I'm practicing my dance moves.
yeah.
And I'd always be like, no, we're being like mysterious and waiting for people to stare and approach us. Like, we're just on different vibes, you know?
Yeah,
But that's all. It's
yeah,
like, but I think now over time, we just both have like, again, like with time.
yeah,
But yeah, that's a Chicago
yeah,
story. That's one. Actually, that's, I mean, when I visited you in London, we also had a fight.
yeah.
We be having falling outs.
The London one
But
was
we get
the.
stronger every time. But also, like, that's why the thing we were just saying about yesterday is so important because it's like we travel together a lot, but it's not like, it's not all rainbows and sunshine, kids. We're going to say that every pod.
It's not. It's really not. But I also think, like you said, it has
We
made
have
us stronger,
yeah,
and
absolutely.
it's now why it's now why we're able to also both have a separate night, and no one's offended.
We're like, it's for the best.
Like 3 weeks together,
Saving
maybe
the friendship.
we need a couple of nights.
Yeah. Let's take a little break tonight so that it'll pop off. No, absolutely.
Yeah, and so, but yeah, I do think it's also just being patient with one another and being able to, like you said, not run away from things, because I do think it's very easy to be like, okay, well, F that friend, I'm gonna run away. But in reality, like sometimes, like your friends and family are all you have, especially if you,
Okay. You're
especially,
like, you better rely on people because you're gonna need it.
especially if you like have known someone since like high school and
Like, is
stuff.
it worth it? Yeah.
Yeah, is it
Which
like
some of my other long term friends have been cut off.
that's
Because
true?
I'm very, like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
you're very like
Sad inside. No, no, but I think I'm just like, if I feel like in some way how I feel the person has disrespected me or the way, like, I think in our
yeah.
friendship there's so many positives that now I would never do that. Like, I'd never just be like, okay, fucking Maria, whatever. Which, I mean, I don't know, because we talked about the whole birthday thing. No, but really, like, I feel like at this point we're just like to like it's there's so much positives to the friendship that I
Yeah.
like can trust your intentions as a friend and like whatever, and like I just know
Yeah.
that we both benefit so much from having such a good friendship. And I'm not saying that other long-term relationships didn't serve that, but maybe in my mind, because I validate my
Yeah.
decisions, I'm like, oh, that friendship wasn't serving me, so it feels really easy to detach from it the second
Yeah.
and I'm kind of a pretty decisive person. Like,
Yeah,
once
yeah,
I make a
yeah.
decision, I just like in my mind validate it. Like, I'm like, I know that like it's done, you know?
Yeah.
But that is true that I don't think that's always the right thing.
I mean, you know what? It really is just dependent on circumstance, because you never know what someone's gone through to finally break off a friendship as well. Like, you never
Yeah.
know if it's like, well, I've dealt with this for 2 years, or I've talked with this person about it, but they still do the same thing. So then it's like, maybe that is what you just need to do. And sometimes people do just like outgrow each other, or you outgrow the way that you wanted to be treated in a like friendship or a relationship. So
Yeah.
it's like, definitely like make the decision yourself, like what's worth holding on to and what's worth letting go because it no longer serves you, like you're saying.
Yeah.
And then just keep moving forward, because if you let something go that wasn't serving you, you're only filling your life up with more things that actually like make it better.
Yeah, and creating space for like,
Yeah.
which I noticed a lot. Like people say that a lot. Like when you remove things, it feels a little empty at first, but then you actually are creating space for the right things to come in. And I used to not
Yeah.
believe that as much, but I'm like, it's actually so true. Like every time I've been like, I need to walk away from this thing. Like it feels kind of like guilt. Like I feel guilty for
Yeah.
maybe not wanting this anymore. Like I don't know. Like I feel like a bad person if I don't just like I'm not friends with everyone and nice to everyone all the time. But then you make those kind
Yeah.
of decisions, and then I'm like, yeah, I literally will meet a new friend that now becomes my best friend and like
Yeah.
fuels and like fills that part of your heart and your life and whatever like but yeah, I also do want to say I don't always think it's a good thing. You have to really know yourself and work through it and make sure that the reasons that you're doing things are valid and stuff, just because a lot of the books,
Yeah.
like there's so many people that will like fight over something that small, like in Chicago, where we're both like, what
Yeah.
even was that? Like it's so easy to talk about and fix
Yeah.
it, but so many relationships with siblings, parents, whatever, you'll go your whole life not talking to someone that you love so much or that you have such a good relationship with over something so petty out of like pride
Yeah.
or ego or whatever. It's all in that
Yeah.
book, which I know I mention every time, but the letting go, act of surrender, art of surrender, someone will figure
Check it
out the
out. Yeah.
title. It's a really good book, but in that book he kind of talks about that. It's like why he gives an example of like two brothers that haven't talked for 10 years and neither of them even remember why. Because again, once you make the decision, you're pretty decisive about it and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
F this person, and then the relationship ends. But you go all these years where you're like, wow, I missed out on 10 years that I could have had that great friend still over something that no
Yeah.
longer matters because the time has passed.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
because I think that like I definitely have cut off some relationships that like I probably would have been okay continuing, like, or I
Yeah.
could have probably like that having those relationships still in my life would probably be great, you know what I mean, or like
Yeah.
may develop into something really really meaningful or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like it feels like in the moment you're making the right choice, but I don't know, you just never know, guys. You just have to trust yourself. But that's your question that we're
Yeah.
leaving you with at the end of this podcast today is,
Do you trust yourself? Is that
do
the
you
question?
trust me?
Do you trust us? Do you have confiance?
Yeah, and do you guys have if you have like related stories or questions or anything, you can comment
Yeah.
them and let us know your stories and maybe give me advice and help me out.
Yeah, let us
No, I'm kidding, but
know.
really, yeah, give us your stories if you have them about your friendships or how you feel about those kind of circumstances. And yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
happy day
Honestly,
3, y'all.
happy day 3. Yeah, we've been thinking a lot, y'all. Like lots of
Yeah, we
thoughts.
have been actually thought daughters as fuck. We are the thought
Thought daughters.
daughters. Ugh. Thought daughters without their journals. We've been blabbing it all away.
Yeah, so honestly, like, we're really excited for you guys following along in this journey because we're
Yeah.
gonna have a lot more. We have like 18 more days. Oh my gosh! Like,
Ah! It gets shorter every day. Merci de placer votre la.
oui, oui. Au
Yeah. Au revoir. Merci
revoir.
beaucoup pour
Merci
following.
beaucoup.
Bye.
Durion, durion.